We are monitoring the situation in all the member states. We have made a very thorough analysis of all the emergency regimes. We have 20 member states with emergency regimes, and plus the others which have some other kind of regime which helps them to manage the current crisis. I have to say one thing. We fully recognize that the exceptional situation requires exceptional solutions, and that the governments, for good reason, ask for increased power or enlarged possibility to act quickly. At the same time, emergency regime doesn't mean that the constitutions are switched off, that the parliamentary control is switched off, that the journalists are silenced, because I think that all these parameters or all these rules and conditions have to be maintained. And this is what we are looking at, what's happening in each member state. Of course, the emergency law in Hungary attracted more attention. I studied very thoroughly the law, and I have to say that when we read the law itself, it doesn't raise the reason for starting the infringement procedure yet. I have to emphasize yet, because we are following what the Hungarian government is doing and how it's using the very wide discretionary power, especially for issuing the governmental decrees. But when we read the Hungarian law, of course, inevitably, we read it in some context that we already before COVID had big concerns relating to the balance of powers in Hungary, to the freedom of speech and independence of journalism and plurality of opinions, whether it has full space or not. We had concerns relating to civil society. You know that we are running several infringement procedures. And also Hungary is under the Article 7 procedure. So the context and the history is increasing the concerns now when we look at the emergency law in Hungary. And again, I promised also to many who asked me to take radical steps towards Hungary. I have promised to everybody that I will do what I called proactive monitoring. So I have constant permanent access to information. I'm very actively watching at the situation in Hungary.